Morning world! Today I'm very excited because I have this. It is a Mugen Racing 3 steering wheel and we are going to do the installation and changing of that today, which is our steering wheel. And yeah, I'm quite excited to have this. This is the model number 53100XG8. You can see here. There we go. And yeah, it's exciting. Hang on, let me cut to one where I've opened the box. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. It's a Mugen Racing 3 steering wheel. I am so excited to get this running. It's to get this set up rather. And as you can see, we've got the Mugen home button as well. Check that out. I also have the HKB Sports Boss Kit for the FD2R, so that's gonna be awesome. And if you're thinking that we're gonna just be using the Mugen Pon, you might be right. But I also splurged. I think splurged is the right word. Splurged on this. This here is the NSX-R Pon button, and just in case you want to know, that's the part name, right? 78514SL0R01. Just in case you want to get one of those. But yes, oh my gosh, this is going to be so awesome. Okay, so first things first, what we want to do is to disconnect the battery from the... I can't do this with one hand. And there we go. I should probably prop the camera down technically instead of doing this with one hand. There we go. Move the terminal out, and then the car's battery is disconnected. And why are we disconnecting the battery? Well, because we don't want, when we are removing the steering wheel, the airbag to go kaboom. That's not gonna be fun at all. No, airbags going kaboom is not fun. So yeah, disconnect the battery. So there are other ways. If you do not want to disconnect the battery, you can actually look for the fuse, like the SRS fuse from the fuse box that's seated over here. And pretty much just plug out the fuse for the airbag, which is also fine, but we're just gonna do the disconnecting of the battery for a while. Apparently you can get started already, but then there are online sources that have said that you should wait at least, I don't know, some says 5 minutes, some says an hour to dissipate some remaining static bullshit. I have no idea how that goes on. Anyways, let's just get into the other part, which is I have bought this from the internet. This is, I'm quite excited for this because this is my socket wrench set. That's not the socket wrench. This is, look at that! And not only that, this comes with the Torx screw head that I'm gonna need. There we go. This one. This is a T30. Can you see that? Oops. So sorry about that. There we go. A T30 Torx thing, which we are going to use for our, like this side. Oh my god. Over here, and that's gonna unhinge the airbag from the car. We're gonna do that. Next up, what you do is to pull out this, because now you've loosened the hinge for the airbag already. So pull this airbag component out like that, and of course be careful. And it is stuck in with a There we go. And it is connected via a wire out behind. If you can see, that's the yellow one over there. So just give that an unplug and we good. Okay, so now the airbag is removed. You can see here. What happens is there's two connectors from here that's connected to the airbag. One is this, which is the airbag sensor, and then this, which is the horn sensor, and it connects to the back of the airbag via these two cables, this one here and this connector here at the bottom. Now this one was a little bit more tough to pull out earlier, and it's not so straightforward because and this might happen for some of your cars. If you look here, if you look closely to this wire, you see that there is a little notch in the center. Oh, sorry about that. Little notch in the center. If you see there. Yeah, so at the back, so it kind of hooks in and locks itself there. So I had to use a little bit of the pliers to push this piece up and disconnect it. But anyways, we finally got it. Again, always make sure your car steering wheel is straight, and we'll go to the next part of the thing, which is to remove this particular nut here and then get the wheel off. Let's do it. Okay, so now we got the socket wrench. We're using a it's 14, size 14. Put it on a little bit of an extender and we'll get it out, alright? It's always the challenge when no one's here to help to hold the thing for you. I'm gonna need help. Okay, I've got Auntie to come and help.
Hello.
No. Okay, you just hold tight this one. Hold tight the steering wheel. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Thanks.
So fast?
Yeah. I just need to loosen the bolt only.
You know how to do your steering wheel, eh?
Yeah. She's like, you know how to do it. Okay, so what you wanna do is to loosen the wheel, loosen the nut, but not fully. Alright, because the wheel is still tightly into the it's still tight into this thing. So what we want to do is to get it out. So what a lot of people do is to knock the sides. There we go. So now that it's loosened, and why we do this is important because if, say for example, the nut is not here and you suddenly yank it, you're gonna smack yourself in the face with the steering wheel. So don't do that, and just knock on the sides until it comes loose. And once it's loose, you can remove the nut here. Now put that aside because we still need that for later on. And over here, look, the wheel detaches. And I just gotta figure out a way to get the cable, the horn cable out, because it seems to be kept very well. Now the interesting thing about FD2Rs or FD steering wheels is that at the bottom, if you see here, the bottom of the steering wheel, there's actually a little catch, right? And it is actually, look at that, ooh, dusty. But here's where the steering wheel, or rather the horn cable, is neatly tucked in here, and you can actually just push that out from the bottom and then take it out from here. You see? And voila! That's our wheel. And I mean, I thought it's a nifty thing that Honda did, which is to keep this a little catch at the bottom to make sure it's safe. So give you a closer look of this catch here. So the wire was stuck there. And then let's put that back. I don't know how to put it back. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's it. And that's that. So we put this steering wheel aside, and let's get the one in. Alright, so here's what comes in the box with the HKB Boss Kit, because of course naturally you have your Boss Kit over here, and then you have a little bit of a ring spacer that is for your, can you see that? Yep, this is a ring spacer that you have for your wheel, not wheel, sorry, the horn button. Oh my gosh, I'm everywhere today. There's some nuts for your steering wheel, so there we go, those. And then inside here we have instructions that is entirely in Japanese, which I probably cannot even try to. You have this, which is very important. It is an airbag resistor for the airbag sensor, so that your airbag light does not come on. So that's actually very important to have that. And then there's also actually two more cables here for your horn. These are actually wires that you can use for grounding if you need to. But I think for us we should be able to work with just the one, as in just the wire that we have there as well. So I think that's pretty much what comes in this HKB box, right? And because, like I said, looking at the back of these Momo steering wheel horn buttons, we have kind of like one main contact point. So I'm guessing that should be enough. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, so I really hope that works. But yeah, now it's time to install this resistor. Alright, so now that we have that, we want to look at this particular point here, and look at that. You've got actually 4 notches here, and there's 4 lead points here as well, right? So importantly, we want to put them into the smaller hole. Smaller hole. But yeah, I'm gonna put them together. Put them together in the smaller holes because it's easier to fit them together like that. Okay, that's the first set of leads in, and then the next one. I'm really hoping this shows up well on camera because I'm not sure how it's gonna look. This is a bit tougher then. There we go. And there we go, just have that in. So we have our airbag resistor fitted already with the included, it was included in the HKB kit. And then now we've got our, so if you look here on the HKB Boss Kit, there's actually something that says top and then an arrow up, right? And you normally have, so it actually would fit in this way. What we want to do now is to make sure we tuck in all the cables in here, right? Especially the horn button cable, because the horn button cable would have to come out from here and connect to your horn button. Duh. Alright, so that's that. The other one is the airbag resistor and the airbag sensor cable, which we can just tuck in back here, no worries. And there we go. And we want to put the, and oh, I so much for that I needed to align the thing. Okay, it's a bit tougher than I thought it would be. You could also pull out the casing for the Boss Kit and just have this lined up like that. Okay, but I have a little bit of an issue now because this is glued down and it is blocking the thing. One thing it works though is that it there we go. Okay, I got it right already. So all it means is I just noticed this is turning, but of course your steering column thingy is not. So all you need to do is to turn this to a point where this part where I showed you the top arrow is facing entirely forward. So that makes the thing straight already. That's where when you mount your steering wheel, it goes fully straight, and that's that. Okay, let me see if I can get it more accurately. Nope, that's the most accurate I can get it already. Yeah, so that's kind of how that part would work. And yeah, I think the next thing is to pretty much put the, again, put the horn wire in first. There we go. And then what we want to do is to tuck all the wires in and make sure that's clean. And there we go. I just realized something earlier, oh my gosh, that I did not, stupid, I did not secure the nut back into the into the Boss Kit there. So let's do that now. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. So much for being a doing car content on the channel, you know. What do you know? You want to make sure that it is really tightened down. Usually in this case we want to use a torque wrench. Oh my god! Okay, that's it. Pardon the noisy noise in the background. Again, the neighbor is doing some mosquito fogging. Yeah, probably mosquitoes are gonna escape over to this side. Seems like they are fogging up the whole damn place over there. Okay. It looks unscented now because of me trying to force the nut in earlier. There we go. And I apologize for the angle. I can only mount the camera so much in the car. So this wheel is the Mugen Racing III steering wheel, and it's a suede version. You know, I've had the seller that I bought this from tell me that I should wrap it in Alcantara, probably because I think, you know, it was suede is a material that will start to wither after a while, and more so in our climates here in like Singapore, you know, kind of thing. So there's that. Let me just tighten all of this. But yeah, I don't know if I will do that or not. Oops. Like as in do the Alcantara wrap. Maybe sometime in the future, I guess. I'm not sure about how or whether I'll do that now. That's the question. There we go. Don't know if it's working or not actually. So we got that plugged in already, and so now it's in. The horn works, and yeah, I am very happy with this now. Look at that! Alright, okay, now it's time to fully finish tightening all this, and we'll do the finishing touches. And we are done. I'm just gonna peel this thing off. Oh. Yay! Okay. And so finally we're done. Again, horn works. And let's fire the car up. Let's see. And good thing is the SRS lights are not on. Major success! Yay! It's because I disconnected the battery. I gotta reset the whole system again. Great, but look at that. And I think we need to later on take the car out for a spin to try can see the test the wheel a bit again, and yeah, this is exciting. We did it! Woo! That brings us to the end of the video. It's a lot of trial and error because it's the first time I'm ever changing my steering wheel, right? And it's the first time I'm changing it myself. First time going through the process of getting the wheel, the Boss Kit and everything. But I am so happy with how it turned out, and this is gonna be the cockpit view moving forward. Look at that. I'm gonna change out the gear knob soon as well to a Mugen one, so hang tight for that video. But in the meantime, super happy that I've managed to figure this out, and again, horn works, so that's great. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this episode. Rubbish trucks. Yeah, thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. I am drenched, I'm tired. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below. Anything that I could have done better, and any tips and tricks if I want to do it again. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you as always in the next one. Bye bye!